Chris, it's back to Glasshouse Lane on Saturday for Kenilworth after a couple of disappointing but narrow defeats. Firstly against Barker's Butts in the league and then against Earlsdon in the Warwickshire Shield. So how important or how great will it be for the side to get back down here at home at Glasshouse Lane to try and put in a good performance?
Yeah, I think it's always good to come home. Any sporting fixture you're involved in, it's always good to be able to play in front of your home crowd. I know that our guys certainly seem to get really up for any home game here at Glasshouse Lane. Always seem to have a good support and good following. But yeah, like you mentioned, we've had two very frustrating narrow defeats over the last couple of weeks. We had a week off last week with the snow and the weather conditions, which has probably been a good thing for us, to be honest with you. But yeah, no, really excited about another good game, another big game. And to be honest with you, Sophie, there's not an awful lot of pressure on us at the moment. We are where we are in the league. All the pressure on it is very much on Droitwich. All we have to do is turn up and enjoy ourselves and make sure that we can really express ourselves, as I expect Kenilworth players to do now.
You mentioned there that we're playing Droitwich on Saturday. We suffered a very heavy defeat to Droitwich earlier in the season at their place, so perhaps an opportunity to make amends for that performance and try and get the rest of the season back on track.
Yeah, very much so. We were 100% outplayed at Droitwich, and to be honest with you, we thought we were going to go there with a real opportunity to attack the game, and I think the occasion probably got the better of the players on that day. So it will be great to see where we're at now in terms of where we are in the season and the learns that we got from that heavy defeat away from home. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting the guys back out on the pitch and having an opportunity to really have a go at another 80 minutes of rugby. That's what these guys turn up on a Tuesday and a Thursday for, and you want them to be enjoying themselves. That's the most important thing here, and a big game at home is always a great place to do that.
Starting obviously with that game against Droitwich on Saturday, how important is it for the side to really end the season on a high and try and kick-start into pre-season training ahead of the next campaign? Definitely,
it's something that we, as probably the senior management, or whatever you want to call us, coaches, have kind of started to challenge ourselves a bit on. We're third in the league at the moment. We're not going to be promoted. It'd be very unlikely that we're going to be relegated. So how do we as coaches, motivate the players to really get up for a game of rugby? And to be honest with you, we've set some individual challenges and we've set some team targets as well. So yeah, no, it's obviously important to finish the season strong, because we are now building to something a lot bigger than this season. That's next season and the season after that. We've got a great Colts team coming through. We've got a great second team that's starting to show some real talent that's probably been overlooked over the last 2 to 3 seasons. So it's an exciting place to be, and the guys are in a good place despite not being promoted this year.
Stepping away from the first team, the second team also had a game cancelled at the weekend, and it wasn't just any game, it was a Warwickshire Shield final for second 15. So that game is obviously coming up soon as well, so that's an exciting match for the club to look forward to. And also there's always an opportunity for those second team players to push for a place in the starting 15 for the first team.
Yeah, massively so, and to be honest, we don't know when that fixture is going to be announced yet, but it will be a great shame if it's announced on. We've got a great touring side here in the Pirates that are playing, and I know that a lot of those players that are supposed to be touring are desperate for the game to be called sooner rather than later, so that they can get an opportunity in that. And yeah, but it's just another final that the rugby club are in. It's not been a huge disappointment in terms of where we've been, in terms of kind of the games that we've been involved in, and it's another opportunity for another load of players to come through and really stamp a mark and get the opportunity to wear a Kenilworth shirt. That's something that we're starting to really bring in now. Being proud to be able to have the opportunity to wear a Kenilworth shirt should be really important to these players, and to do that in a final, whenever that is, next weekend or the weekend after, is going to be huge for the club.